So yeah, I accidentally have done an error, so I was like, I need to redo. Um, so this and the last one, and technically the next one should have been yesterday because I do have a couple of things I want to talk about, and then I found one in this one. So technically, you're getting 6 episodes. Yay! So also, this is the next episode after the last episode, and there is a couple of things to talk about. This is not. I'm not going to put it on first, second, and third because I don't know where it is. But out of it all, this is one that I think is really interesting for one reason. But there is a couple of other good things about the story, and I'm going to quickly say it. They talk about they have a situation where one person who was a firefighter got into a situation and got ill. Being a germophobic, that sort of made him paranoid. Also, because of that, that made him lose his job and sort of made him go into a spiral. It also shows like the thing about like him being like over homeless, being negative about that because of this, and it's a really interesting idea. But one thing also he did eventually. I also like the idea that he's sort of like sterilizing them, which is effed up as an idea. Completely, no, that's not how that works. But the thing that I want to talk about is the thing. This does come back in another episode, but I think this was a really interesting one to talk about uh, because you say he sort of says this beforehand, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Sort of being in sort of the army before this, but one of the things that I do like is this is one of the first ones that one of his sort of like I think command. I don't know army term. Uh, sorry, my mum's partner, who also was in the army, is going to be like, "Yep, nope, that's not it." I don't actually think he watched it. Besides the point, I'm rambling again. But it shows one because this shows the Vietnam War, which there's been tons of things about how that was one of the most chaotic of the wars that the army's been in. I know at least that much. Um, but it shows sometimes how much by him being like in this bad position, how much sometimes the army being in the army is like not always like it's not always because there's been another episode being like with the person with uh hallucination that I talked about in one of the other episodes dealt with his sort of impact with the army. And I like how David Rossi comes back and like, yeah, we're gonna come back, bring you in. I want to help you, and it shows those two people trying to come together, which I think is really fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoy and good night.